Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. In this video today we are going to be talking about several opportunities. I do have a worldwide role which I'm going to be starting this video with. This is this opportunity right in front of your screen titled Global WFM Analyst Level 2, and WFM basically stands for Workforce Management Analyst Level 2. If you are in HR, this would be an opportunity that you can potentially do, and you do not need to be localized in the United States to do this job. So you can be anywhere in the globe as long as you are accepted and you have all the skill set. You can do this work from anywhere around the world. This opportunity is basically going to focus on workforce management because they included it in the title, which makes sense. And I like whenever companies do that, it gives you off the bat, this is what they're looking for. And then you can just decide if this works for me. This is something that I know I'm eligible for, and you go for it. And if it's not, you just move on. But this particular role, again, it is fully remote, and you can do this from any part of the world. You're going to be following up on the workforce management cycle. You're going to collect data to ensure that all analysis regarding workforce management are being performed and also tracked. You're going to proactively identify opportunities, risk, and coordinate with different functions when needed. Operations, training, workforce management, they keep reinforcing that. You're also going to help reconcile the workforce management process. You're also going to train and support current and new workforce management teams. You're going to be participating a whole lot in workforce management projects to make sure again that everything is going as smoothly as it ought to be. 2+ years of previous experience is what you're looking for. Then strong skill set in terms of workforce management, including capacity planning, Excel expert, someone that is very good with Excel. They also talk about a lot of scheduling tools. For example, NICE is one, Variant is one that I am familiar with. So they do have quite a number of tools listed in terms of requirements for this job. So make sure that you know what all of those tools are and you familiarize yourself with them, especially if you are in HR and you qualify based on other requirements that they have listed. They also talk about analytical. If there's one thing that I wanted to quickly call out is that they do not mention education at all. So which means that even if you may not have a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree and you only have high school diploma, as long as you have all the skills that you're looking for, they will consider you because education is not a barrier to getting this position. Then salary wise, because this is a worldwide role, it's often difficult to categorize it by specific salary, so they tend to leave that open. But my research online kind of boxed it around, if I have to give it a dollar amount, it was going to be between $40 and $45 an hour. Typically that's typically the range, but it could be lower depending on where you're located and also the experience you are bringing to the table. So that's the first role. And then we're going to move on to the next opportunity, which is another remote position. It's also very high level. This is with TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is looking for senior IT risk compliance analyst, IT risk as well as compliance analyst. This is a remote position. You are going to be working to ensure that any potential risk that may exist, they are communicated real time, and also they are researched and sourced out to ensure that they are corrected immediately. So that's the major role of this individual. Bring IT issues up, make sure that any type of issues, once they're resolved, that training does occur to ensure it doesn't happen again, especially risk. Whenever there's an exposure, for example, in IT, let's say someone mistakenly clicked something that they shouldn't, exposing the entire IT structure to potential outsiders, that could lead to further risk. You want to make sure that those are explored and researched and capped as quickly as possible. So also escalated to leadership so they are in the loop. Talks about being able to evaluate and monitor all aspects of IT issues management and also help to ensure that internal and external stakeholders are aligned. It talks about developing new workflows as well as processes, communicating with and coaching stakeholders of IT issues and management processes, serve as a subject matter expert on IT issues, work with others to help identify, access, and prioritize or remediate, treat, and monitor IT risk. So really focusing on IT risk. So compliance is a big component of that as well, because once identify, there's the compliance factor in making sure that things that went wrong, did they affect? Did they create issues? Did they break any laws? And then once you're done with that, there's the third component, which is monitoring, making sure that going forward things remain stabilized, things remain fixed, and there are no upcoming issues that may arise. And if they are, how do we plan to fix those? So that's really what this position is. And with this role, it talks about what is expected. As you can see on here, it talks about 5 years of IT experience. It talks about solid knowledge of IT policies, laws, as well as standards. Talks about bachelor's degree being required for this role, and someone who has a good demonstration of information technology, and someone who is just pretty informative on how to navigate any type of issues or trends, emerging technologies that are out there, softwares, etc. This position, the salary is between $99,000 and $129,000 per year. That is the salary range for this role. We're going to move on to the next opportunity, which is with the University of Utah. This is another fully remote position. As you can see on here, Administrative Office Specialist, Virtual USA. This is a virtual, meaning remote position. With this position, you're going to be helping to facilitate all administrative type of tasks, handling of information, requests that do come in, making sure meetings and conference calls are scheduled accordingly, providing any type of payroll support, purchasing support. This individual is also going to be helping to make travel arrangements for leadership, also making sure that their calendars are up to date, schedule-wise. This individual is also going to be helping with a lot of any other responsibilities that pertain to those leaders that they are assigned for. So that's really what this role is. Responsibilities. It talks about prepares presentation materials for use, talks about being able to edit, make corrections, create memorandums, someone who also supports the newsletters for the department, someone who makes decisions on a daily basis based on people's appointments, their scheduling calendars, and so forth. So that's really all this position is about. It talks about specifically anything else like preferred qualifications. They are listed here, but high school diploma is all they're requiring, as well as someone who has experience from a progression perspective from one office to another, and someone who has an active and valid driver's license for the state of Utah may be required, but it's not required. It may be required because this is a virtual role, so there shouldn't really be any reason why it should be. And then they talk about Smartsheet. Smartsheet is a PDF component to it, so it's really for tracking, very similar to Microsoft SharePoint. So that's what a Smartsheet is. And with this role, they didn't really put any salary on here. However, this position can pay, based on research online, between $19 to $21 per hour is the salary range for this one. And then we have another opportunity open as well. This is with TNET Health is looking for a client delivery executive. This is a fully remote role. So this company is seeking a candidate who thinks strategically and execute tactically. So you're going to be under the general supervision of the client delivery senior director, plays a lead role with reporting, interpretation, and analysis, presents in support of various client revenue cycle performance improvement efforts. You're going to, the focus of this role is identification of client revenue cycle improvement opportunities through functioning as an analyst, facilitator, consultant, and or project manager as required within our performance improvement initiatives. Interfaces regularly with RCM, senior director, to produce relevant, reliable, accurate and timely results and deliverables. This individual needs to be able to work independently with very little supervision. So you are going to be doing a lot of collaboration with other areas within the company. You're also going to be working with really senior leaders, because these are senior director as well as director roles. So that's really what this position is all about. So if you're interested, I encourage you to go ahead and submit your application as quickly as possible. They are still accepting application, even though this came out about 2 weeks ago. So I encourage you to go for it. Education is a bachelor's. They also talk about compensation being between $72,000 and $108,000 per year. That is the salary range for this. And then the last opportunity I have is with Molina Health. So Molina Health is a health insurance company as well, and they're looking for a medical assistant. This is a fully remote role. And with this position, you're going to be doing a lot of making of appointments, communicating appointments to the patients, in this case, members. You're going to be ensuring that they are receiving the quality of care. Should they go for any appointments, kind of making sure you follow up and ensure that the appointment went well. How did it go? What are feedback that they can provide? You're going to be a liaison for Molina members, following up with members after appointments or services to ensure they receive the highest quality of care, leading to better health outcomes for Molina patients. So basically that's what this role is, right? With this position, it says it right here already for you. You're going to really be ensuring that patients, Molina Health members, are receiving the best quality of care. And the best way to do that is really to have this individual follow up with members after they've had their appointments, to kind of find out more information about how appointments went with their providers. So it also talks about help at risk patients in processing and following up on case management, also helping to set up appointments, getting their prior authorizations in place for procedures, etc. What's required for this position is high school diploma or GED. They also have here at least 1 to 3 years of clinical experience, preferably family practice. They talk about graduate of an accredited certified medical assistant program. So you do need to have your certification, and this is the pay right here. The maximum you can get for this role is about $29.06. So those are the roles in this video. I hope you find these leads helpful. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, have your notification bell turned on so you're notified real time whenever we do post new videos. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for continuing to watch. Till next time, I wish you all the very best of luck, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.